My Hero Academia, 10 anime characters who can defeat All Might at his strongest. In his prime, All Might was the #1 pro hero, the strongest in the nation. Even in top form, there are still some anime characters who could beat him. Until he loses access to One for All Might is by far the most powerful combatant in My Hero Academia, surpassing his overpowered nemesis All for One. His strength, speed, durability, and willpower are unmatched, explaining why he remains the #1 pro hero until his retirement. That said, there is a limit to how far a quirk can be pushed, especially since those wielding it are ordinary humans with extraordinary genetics. Dozens of anime characters are capable of countering All Might with ease, and many of them won't even break a sweat against him. 10. Aang's avatar state is enough to take All Might down. Avatar, The Last Airbender. Aang might be the Avatar, but he has little hope of defeating All Might with every element at the former's disposal. However, the Avatar state changes the equation in Aang's favor, as it vastly magnifies his innate power by creating channels for his predecessors to access his battle. Ozai, an overwhelming force of nature in his own right, is utterly vanquished by Aang's Avatar state, and All Might will likely meet with the same fate. 9. Simon's Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is immeasurably powerful. Gurren Lagann. Simon by himself is extremely weak, given that he's a mere human, but placing him at the helm of Gurren Lagann is a different matter. All Might could theoretically crush him in this state, but Simon can simply generate larger and larger mecha. The Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, for example, is immeasurably vast and equally powerful. Its ability to toy with celestial objects means that All Might can do nothing against Simon. 8. Mukuro's combat prowess is far beyond All Might's level. Yu Yu Hakusho. As one of the Makai's 3 kings, Mukuro is ridiculously strong, but her most fearsome feature is her third-dimensional cutter technique. It allows her to slice through spacetime at great speed, producing a network of cuts and lines that her opponents have no chance of escaping from. Mukuro manages to rip Hai's completed Kakuryuha into pieces with her bare hands, having enough strength to spare to fight more opponents after her battle. All Might is not cut out for a match with Mukuro, that's for sure. 7. Vados can decimate All Might in an instant. Dragon Ball Super. There is no clarity on whether Vados is more powerful than her brother Whis, but it's painfully evident that she is in an entirely different league than every character in My Hero Academia combined. Vados is unkillable, not to mention able to warp across nebulae in galaxies like they're a hop, skip, and a jump away. Her famous strike of revelation is so devastating that Kampa can barely stand after being hit with it. There won't be a single atom left of All Might if he ever decides to take Vados on. 6. Eren Yeager's Founding Titan is an overpowered threat. Attack on Titan. Eren first manifests the Attack Titan, which is a significant upgrade from his human abilities, but it's not enough to take down someone as tenacious as All Might. He later acquires the War Hammer Titan, increasing his offensive potential, but his final evolution into the Founding Titan will give him the edge necessary to destroy All Might. My Hero Academia's symbol of peace may put up a good fight, but there's little he can do if he's surrounded by a million-plus throng of colossal titans in addition to the founder. 5. Sheapuf can easily handle All Might's full force. Hunter x Hunter. The Chimera Ant Royal Guards are each terrifyingly powerful. It's impossible to estimate who among them is the strongest. It doesn't matter in this context, however, because Sheapuf is more than sufficient to handle the full force of All Might's determination. In fact, he could effortlessly smash the pro-hero into the ground before the latter has a chance to react, even after losing considerable reserves of his aura to Meruem. 4. Ichigo Kurosaki's final form is a force to be reckoned with, Bleach. Ichigo Kurosaki initially evolves into a Zanpakuto-wielding Shinigami, but his Shirkai and Bankai are probably incapable of defeating All Might on the first attempt. Nevertheless, he continues to grow his powers, eventually developing into a Quincy Shinigami Hollow hybrid by the final arc of Bleach. In this form, a single Getsuga Tensho blast from Zangetsu will provide Ichigo instant victory over All Might. 3. Tatsumaki's psionic talents are seemingly limitless. One Punch Man. Tatsumaki the Tornado is the Hero Association's number 2 for a reason. Her Esper abilities are seemingly limitless. Seeing as she destroys Ancient King by literally ramming a meteor down on his head. She also handles Psychos and the latter's later fusion with Orochi, although she is pushed to her limits during this fight. All Might's speed is liable to push Tatsumaki on the back foot, but she will catch up to him in no time. It's going to be a lot worse if All Might refers to her as shoujo, or young girl. Something he often does with his students. 2. Natsu Dragneel's dragon magic can vaporize All Might, Fairy Tail. Natsu Dragneel's Dragon Slayer magic is over the top in every imaginable way, and this excludes his Dragon Force state. His magic is so destructive that it has often been confused for real dragon fire, as seen when he battles God Seed Alderaan. While Natsu doesn't need anything other than his techniques to vaporize All Might. It must be mentioned that his physical strength and durability are on par with the number 1 pro hero, if not greater. 1. Sasuke Uchiha is nigh invincible with the Susanoo, Naruto. Sasuke Uchiha turns into a powerhouse by the end of Naruto. A few of his many powers include elemental control, swordsmanship, illusion, chakra manipulation, and so on. When coupled with the Susanoo, Sasuke becomes nigh invincible, managing to injure the likes of Kaguya Otsutsuki. All Might is certain to quail before the strongest shinobi of Konohagakure. Whether Sasuke triggers his 6 paths Sage Mode